Right, hello YouTube. My name's Tom and thanks for coming to my channel. This is going to be about a 1992 Mini City E 998 restoration, and there it is. So I've been wanting to do videos for quite a while. I was talking to Dave Jaguar 66 last night, and he's kind of inspired me a little bit to do the videos. So here we go. A bit of a shout out to everyone on YouTube really that does all these sort of mini restorations. So you've got sort of car reviews, Tom, sound bloke. I spoke to him a little bit on Facebook, top lad. We've got Sean C, DB Mini, spot on them guys. Josh Smith, a bit quiet lately, but you know, still a good watch. Dave Jag obviously, his projects and workspace is just incredible. It's one day, you know, hopefully I get that plus the E-types. Oh, nice. Who else have we got? We've got Matt Green. Started watching him when I first got my Mini. It was one of the first videos I watched of a jet black project. I followed it all the way through. Spot on. I'm watching his Mark 1 and his race car project at the minute as well. His stamina is amazing on how he does it. I don't know how he does it. I certainly will not be like that because I've got two very young children. So I get out here whenever I can for a couple of hours, and whatever I'll do from now on, I will start filming for you. So whether it's any good to you or not, I don't know. We've got George Knapp and Hayley, brilliant team. I wish I'd have to get out here with me a bit more, but she done. Who else have we got? I'm trying to think now. Minimat TV, not heard from him for a while. We've got Ben. I actually met Ben about a year and a half ago, before I got this Mini. I don't think he actually remembers that. I tried to buy a Mini off him, probably for far too cheap, but it was a rotter. So Ben, if you're watching, you had that little Mini that you got an engine out of, and you tried to sell me the Mini. I didn't really want to know much about it. Yeah, that was me. Sorry. Who else have we got? Piper Doug. What a character! And what he's trying to do is pretty cool. Paul P, Juice Mini. That's going to be ace, that thing, when it's done. I'm all for low cars. That's going to be a mint. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anybody. Team Slaphead, of course. If you ever seen my dad on these videos, he's bald as well, so I'm sure he'll fit right in. Who else have we got? I can't remember. If I've missed anyone out, I am following you. I do follow a lot of the guys on the channels. If I missed anyone out, I apologise. It's maybe because you aren't uploading in a little while. Trev's blog, actually, that's really good. If you're into your metalwork or you want any metalworking tips, probably don't look at me. Go to Trev's blog. It's brilliant. Wealth of knowledge and some really handy hints and tips that have helped me. Who else have we got? Keith. Some brilliant work there. Some nice minis as well. Really nice minis. And then we've got obviously Project Binky. That thing is going to be incredible. I watched the video when it came out the other day. The work that they do, you can see why it takes them so long, because it is just amazing. So if you're into fabrication, go and check them out. Check all these guys out, they're all good. If you've stumbled by me by mistake and you haven't actually seen the other guys, I don't know how you've done that, because this is my first video and them guys are incredible. So go and have a look at them. Right, so on to my Mini, and I'll tell you a bit about sort of what I've done so far, what my plans are, what my aim is, and we'll take it from there. Right, so this is my my garage, my humble garage out of these blocks. This is my Mini. That's the old subframe that came out of it. So it started to sort of delaminate on top of it, so I've got a new one. Well, second hand and painted. Sticker seems to outlive the subframe, which is good. This is the Mini. So currently I've done door steps, air panel on that side on the passenger, door step on that side, and outer sill is on. You're probably going to hate me, but I have put a cover sill on. I'll go into why soon. I've done the back end, so that's what I'm on at the minute. That's why it's up in the air, so I can't pull it out for you to have a look. It's on jack stands because the subframe's been in and out like I don't know what, making sure everything fits, and that's because I'm doing 3 out of the 4 subframe mounts, so I've got to make sure it's all right. Inside it's had new wheel arch to floor, it's had new patches put in the wheel arches, new rear boot half, and the new battery box. new subframe clothing panels, and a new rear valance, which obviously isn't welded on yet. That bit needs addressing just there underneath the rear light, and the actual hinge panel's alright, apart from a little patch just down there. And that one's been done as well, which will get filled. What else? So, as I said, rear subframe's been painted, all put back together, all nice and tidy. New brake lines. It is bottled in at the minute just to make sure that everything fits. And again, you can see some patches that I've put in there which need a bit of dressing up, bit of painting. Realistically, it wanted a new full boot really. It wants a new floor, to be honest with you. But it's there, it's strong, and that's the most things to do when it's been a few years of me driving it. So that's got to come back out anyway, which is why it's still up on the jack stands, because that heel board repair panel isn't welded in fully yet. That's my next job to do, so that's what you'll see me doing next. And then it's time to put the rear valance on once and for all, weld that bit up, and then give all the welds a good dress up and paint. So that's the back end almost finished. Again, the welds at the minute, they aren't at a finished stage. I'll come out here whenever I get a couple of hours, do what I can and get in, because I've literally got to run an extension out here to get power to it. It's a bit of a pain, to say the least. So you can see up here, again, ignore them welds, they haven't been touched at all. It was dark, I was on my back welding right here, so it was nice, I got very hot. But that's a panel that I've made to go in. And again, you can see one there, which I have dressed back a little bit and put some primer over it. It's had new lower rear quarters, and the doors, I have got some door skins to go on there as well. They are a little bit bubbling at the bottom now, so they're my next to-do list. Inner sill on this side. The car when I got it had cover sills on it, and it rotted this side out completely. The driver's side wasn't too bad actually, I think it needed like one panel. This side was really bad. So I've made the panels to go up in there, which is part of the reason why I'm putting cover sills on. That panel, my bender's this big. I'm not making a full inner sill out of that. So it's been done in pieces to the best of my ability. It's alright, it's strong, but again, like I say, in 2 or 3 years time, once I've got the money, it'll be getting a full new floor, full new boot. I just want to get this on the road for now and enjoy it for a little bit. I've previously had a Mini, and I sold it a few years back, and I regretted it ever since. So word of advice, if you're out there and you think about selling your Mini, don't, because you will regret it. You can see just down over the distance the flitch panel. Again, it wasn't too bad. It didn't need a full repair panel or in a wing, so that's a patch to go in. It is cut long at the minute because I don't know where the outer sill's gonna join up to it, so that'll be getting cut back obviously when my outer sill goes on. It's had a new air panel on that side. The previous owner, or whoever did it, they decided to fill all of these, so getting them off will be an absolute pain. The top of the car in the front I don't need to touch really. It's pretty good, so I want to try and leave them intact. So that's why when you come to the air panel, I've cut it in just there and welded the bottom bit on. It didn't need the full bit, that's all good. But I don't want to mess with the front too much. It's not bad at all, it just wants a bit of a paint. A bit of a polish even, that's alright. Dashboard, got a new one there, just sat, ready to be finished off. I can try and show you the floor, because that's had a bit of work to it as well. So, yeah, excuse the mess, it needs to tidy up in here, but I haven't been able to get into it. So, it's been repaired. Obviously, inner sill there, that's the panel for the flitch panel, so that's literally how big it is. You can see why I didn't want to put a full one in. It's had repairs done to the floor here, so that's what I've made up. It goes across there, up to where the tunnel is, and then along the back here as well, it stops there. So they're ones that I made myself. Again, not perfect, but strong enough. It will do the job. And my inner sill, you can see there, it's seam welded all the way down. It's strong enough. It's going to do the job until I want to get because I want to get a full new floor in this. It's had patches over there in the past. It's had patches. Where else? Just down there. You can see the patches it's had there before in the past. On the outside, before I put a sill on it, it was fine. Nobody had to touch it. But again, it wants a full new floor. I want to give it a full new floor, but having two, like I say, young children, it's difficult to get the money to. I can't spend £600 on a floor. I'd love to, but I can't. So this is why we're going to this. At the back, again, you can see my repairs to the wheel arch from the inside. Again, needs dressing up, needs painting. It's starting to look a bit rough.
Yes, it's going.
Years. Wow.
You happy?
Hello. So, just got a new slave cylinder, rebuilt the master cylinder on the Mini. Hasn't driven for 3 years. Haven't tried it yet. Can I get a seatbelt in? I thought I'd best try my seatbelt at least. Get it. Best be safe than sorry. So, jump started off the old Mazda. Steering's a bit heavy, but we're only going around here. So let's try and clutch. Let's get it in first. We're moving. We are moving. Ooh, a bit close to that wall, but we're moving. Phone went. So first works. Brakes work a little bit, maybe some need sorting out. Reverse. Oh, that's not reverse, that was fourth. Reverse. All sounds a bit tinny. Steering's very heavy. Tyres a bit flat, but we're driving. We're actually driving my Mini. Do you want to have a look? Let me try and turn the camera around, hang on. I'll start a new video. So, yeah, it's getting there, it's getting there. You know, if you don't agree with what I'm doing with the patches, I know it's not the best way. I'd rather replace the panels if I could do, if I could afford to do it, I would do. It's just, financially, can't afford to do it. Sorry, but it is what it is. It'll pass an MOT, it'll be strong enough, I'll be able to drive it and have fun in it for a good few years until the kids are a bit older and funds permit, I can take it off the road again. Because I want it to be blue, really. I like a blue Mini. So that's the plans, that's the long-term plans. The long-term plan as well is get that 1265 in it. Once I've rebuilt it properly. That's to be done. But I'm not fussed about that yet, it's still got the 998 in it. It still runs, it drives. I just want to get it on the road and enjoy it. It is taking longer than I thought. I've had it about a year now. The trouble is I keep buying cars on the side to do up. I bought a Mazda MX-5. Rustier than this probably. Did that up, got it MOT'd, flogged it. Bought a Binny Cooper for 200 quid I think I paid for it. Head gasket on it, a few other bits and pieces and flogged it. So that sort of money helps pay for this, so that's going to take priority. But we're back on this now. I've told everyone I'm not buying any more cars. This one is going to get on the road. So hopefully the videos that you see is going to be on this. I do work to, you know, my pals' cars and things. I was trained as a mechanic when I left school, so I know what I'm doing with cars. Not bodywork, not so much. It's more self-taught, so yeah, like I say, excuse the welds, not the best. But it's all part of it, you know, we're learning. We make mistakes, and I'll gladly show you them mistakes. But yeah, I do some cars on the side, so if I ever get a video of one of them, like doing brakes or doing a clutch, something like that, we'll show you it, you know. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, have fun. So yeah, trained as a mechanic for 2 years. Always loved my minis, loved them since I was a kid. Got my first mini at 18, loved it, but it was my daily at the time. Just couldn't keep it on the road. It was an absolute nightmare. Reliability, you guys know, they ain't the best. So I sold that. I've had a few cars since, and I finally got a chance to get a mini again. The trouble is, the value that these go up in is crazy. So for what I paid for my mini originally with an MOT on it, ended up getting a car that had been stuck for 3 years in a garden. So if you're going to get a mini, get one quick. They're going up in value. And that's more or less it, to be honest with you. Like I said, anything that I do to a car from now on, I'm going to do it. I've been thinking for a long time, do I do videos, do I not do videos? And it was sort of speaking to Dave Jaguar that, you know, he sort of said, because I've had a concern that I show my work and people are going to start knocking it, and if you want to knock it, that's fine, I can take criticism, I don't mind. The trouble is I don't want to be embarrassed by it. So I do what I can, I do what I think is best for the car, what I can afford. Yeah, if you like it, you like it, subscribe and whatever, you know. If you don't like it, then let me know why you don't like it. If it's something I can change, something that's a bit different, even some tips that you've got, I welcome them. Aside from that, I don't really have much more to go through with you. You know my long-term plans of it. You know why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it for right now, because I love minis and I want to drive the thing. And you sort of know a bit more about me. So hopefully this weekend, with it being bank holiday, I'm trying to get out and get that rear heel board done, and then we can body shuts underneath the boot, subframe back on, wheel it back out, fuel tank back in, and I can actually start it, because I've been started for months now. I want to start it, and then we can turn it around and get the outer sill back on. The cover sills, by the way, I know that there's been a lot of videos just recently saying how bad cover sills are and they're horrible, and you know what, I agree with you, they are bad. I wouldn't choose to fit them. The reason I have fitted them is for a few reasons. One, they came with the car when I bought it, so that's one of the reasons why they're on there. Two, my inner sill, like I've gone through here, I'm using that bender. That's nowhere near the length of the car, so it's in 2 or 3 sort of parts. Similar together, pretty strong, but again, you'll still see the joins. So the cover sill will help to somewhat cover that up. It's a cover sill, so it'll look nicer. And I know what you're thinking, oh, why don't you just cut them down, why don't you just cut them down? But that's why, because it's going to cover some of my work up. Not that it's bad, but it'll just make it look a bit nicer. And the other reason why I fitted them is because of where the flutes are, and this is the thing, if you are going to fit cover sills, for whatever reason, cut holes in the flutes, because at least then the water's got some way of getting out. Once it's all done and dusted, I have left little holes in there, obviously where the flutes are, to get in there with some wax oil and give it all a right good coating of wax oil. If they do me for 2 or 3 years, which I don't doubt they will do, brilliant, I can take the car off the road again and do what I want to do to it. Like I say, new boot floor, new floor, and by that time the front end will want doing, I would imagine. So it's a case of take it off the road, do all that, paint it blue. That's what I want, with that engine as well. Aside from that, there's not much more else to talk to you about. You know, that's my garage, this is what I'm working out of. It's difficult at times, it's cramped for space. I've got a crappy little workbench that I made there out of a bit of MDF and some 2x4. I've got my engine lift from another project that I did from stepfather-in-law. He wanted an engineer's Corsa. Got my compressor down there, and I got my toolbox just there, which is full of tools that I've been collecting for the past nearly 9 years now. So that's it, that's me, that's the Mini, that's what I do. I hope you enjoy. Like I say, I'm hoping to get out this weekend, I'll get a video for you on that rear heel board mount. I'll try and show you what I'm doing. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. That's all I can do in it.